Hello everybody, it's Joe Wendell from JLW Games once again. I know it's been a while since I posted my last video, but I've been busy with work and everything, so I knew I had to get another video since I had a day off today. So I got a theme park studio video here today. Gonna help you with some animating here, which I'm still new to, but this is kind of a basic video. If you watch the tutorial video, they show you how to do this as well. So we're pretty much going to be animating today. To start out, we're just going to go to custom scenery and new. You can select any object. I'm just going to start with a cube. And I learned all this from the little tutorial they had. So we got a little cube now. Pretty nice. And you're going to click the animation button here. Click this bottom one, which is editor, which is editing the animation on our object. Right now there's 3,000 frames in this right now, which we don't want that, but we'll figure out how fast we want it by doing this. So they showed us to do 100 frames. So if you want to move this cube, so we're going to move it, click the record button, enable that, and now we're going to go to frame 100. So type in frame 100 right here, and right now we're in the 100th frame at the moment, and you can edit it if you have the record button enabled, and we're just going to move it where we want it, and that's 100. Now if that's all you want in your animation, you're going to go to your whatever your last keyframe was, go to the right box here, and 100. So our last frame is 100, which means if we go back to frame 1 right here, press play, it's going to go 100 frames, which is where we moved it at. Now that's pretty slow. Say you want to speed it up to that spot, you're just going to cut down the frames. So let's go back here, let's make it just 50 frames, so it's going to be twice as fast. So at frame 50, say I want to move it where it was, and we're going to cut it down to just 50 frames. And if we do that, it'll go a little faster, as you can see. So that's how you control speed. You just kind of have to mess with it until you find the speed that you want. And you can also change the scale and everything too, and rotation if you wanted. So we're going to go to frame 50. Let's go to our 50th frame, I think. Or you can just slide it, that will work. And now you see where it's at. You're simply going, let's go to the rotate tool, and we can rotate it, and we can also scale it up, make it bigger while it goes down. That way, if you go back to keyframe 1, it does the rotation and it also scales itself. So this can be really useful for animating objects for a ride or something. Say you want to have opening doors or just something animating at the same time. So now that we have our animation, we'll exit out of that. If you press test park, it's just going to keep looping the animation. So you really got to time things out sometimes if you want it perfect. But since I'm an amateur, I'm sure there's a way you can do it more easily. But for right now, that's simple animating right now, which you can do with objects. You can do it with just any objects, and that's how you kind of I believe that's how you animate your custom rides. So so you can go into 3D editing and animate and create your objects, and then you can animate it in Theme Park Studio. And there's also a way you can have it to where there's guest writing, but I'm not entirely sure how to do that yet, but I'm sure I will find out for you guys later. But this has been a simple animation tutorial on how to animate objects. So that's pretty much the really basics of it. So I hope you guys found this tutorial useful in animating some objects. So I will get into more advanced animating later once I figure it out. But for right now, that's your basic animating objects at the moment. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.